So what is up, Africana fam? It's your girl Young Africana back at it again with another hair install video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this Y2K Christina Aguilera type vibe with this wig. So if you want to see how I achieve this look from start to finish, then keep on watching. So today's hair sponsor is from Ashimary Hair, and these are all of the goodies that came inside my packaging. I do have their 13x4 lace frontal blonde balayage straight 26-inch wig in their 250% density and in their large cap. As you guys can see, the lace is pre-plucked and pretty much ready to wear. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on my head and see how it looks, and I just love this cool balayage type blonde, but I did want to add a little flex to it because I did do blonde recently and I wanted to add a little va va voom. So I did take a huge chunk of the hair in the back and went ahead and separated it, and now I'm going to go ahead and do the watercolor method, and I'm using hot water in a bucket with my Adore dye in the color mocha, and I'm just going to go ahead and dip the back of the hair into the bucket of the mocha dye. And I am using my brush just to brush out each strand so it could get every single strand. And I went ahead and shampooed it as well too. You just want to keep on dipping this back and forth until you get your desired color. And I am using my Herbal Essences Hello Hydration. This is the conditioner and the shampoo in one to shampoo it out. And now I'm going to go ahead and blow dry the hair, and this is how the wig is looking, y'all. As y'all can see, it's definitely giving Y2K. And now on to tinting the lace. I am going to go ahead and use my smeared lace tint from the Amasleo Bay collection in the color mocha, and also just a buffer brush. And I'm going to dip that buffer brush into the lace tint and start painting the back of the lace. And I did about 2 layers of this and let it dry, and this is how the lace looks like once it is dried. As you can see, there are no more doll like knots, and the knots match my actual skin color. So now I went ahead and put on this wig, and as I can see, it looks so much more natural. And now onto the styling. I am going to go ahead and do a seat part, side part. And I'm going to go ahead and use my hot comb on the hottest setting. One thing I've noticed is that whenever I did a blonde wig, I've never done a side part. It's always middle part. So I definitely wanted to switch it up completely when it came to this blonde wig. And I'm just going to go ahead and fix that part up, make sure it's nice and curved with my rat tail comb and using the middle part. Now onto styling. I am going to go into my Chi hairspray and go in the wig with sections, and I'm using my bed head crimper, and you can get this from Ulta. And what I am doing is I'm just going to go ahead and go in sections and crimp the hair. As y'all can see, wherever I last crimped that, I am going to go ahead and crimp right below that, so it kind of just like fits in the puzzle piece. Hopefully that makes sense. I think it's better if you just watch it than for me to explain. But I'm just going to go ahead and do that all over the hair. I feel like it definitely screams Y2K, because Y2K just gave crimp era, gives dirty blonde. It's just, ooh. This look was definitely a fun look to do, just because I feel like it's a little bit more different, and I feel like people aren't really doing this that much. So I definitely wanted to step out of my comfort zone, and I'm just like, yeah, I was very satisfied of how this whole entire look came out. But yeah, crimping takes a long time, so please be patient. But it is definitely worth it. You just want to keep on making sure that you spray each section that you're working on with the hairspray. The hairspray is very imperative. That is how you keep your crimps together. And now I'm just going to go ahead and move on to the top. I like to save my frontal for last. And I don't like to wave all the way at the root, just because I feel like it looks very unnatural, and I do want the top part of my wig to lay a bit flat. So as you guys can see, I started probably about like 1/4 of the way past the root, and these are the finished results when it comes to the crimps. As y'all can see, it's nice and uniformed, and it's looking like ramen noodles. Alright, y'all, so now on to the install. I'm using my 91% alcohol and just a cloth to wipe off any of the excess residue that I had from me doing my wig cap. And to make sure that my wig has a snug fit, I'm going to go in with my shears and cut some slits around my temple areas, and this just helps me maneuver with the wig and pull on it a lot better so it can fit nice and snug on my hair without it causing any rippling and stuff, because that's not cute. So now on to the lace adhesive system. I am using my Erica J skin protectant, and I'm just going to go ahead and spray that all around my hairline and let that dry. And now I'm going to go in with my Erica J watermelon adhesive, and I'm going to go ahead and start with the middle part first and then use the middle part of my rat tail comb just to smear down that glue. You want to make sure that that layer is nice and even, not too clumpy, not too much glue, and you want to make sure that there are no bumps and lumps. As you can see, the middle part has already dried clear, and I am moving on to the sides. And overall, I did 2 layers. You want to make sure that your layer dries completely clear before you go on to the next one. If it is still white, wait for it to dry completely clear before you apply your next layer of glue. I promise it's gonna help you. Now once that second layer dries clear, I am going to go ahead and now place the hairline in front of the glue. You want to make sure that you place it in front of the glue and not behind it, just because you don't want any glue to be in front of your lace and causing it to look extremely messy. So I like to make sure that I place it in front of the glue and making sure I don't see no shininess in front of the hairline. If so, I'm just going to adjust it. And once I have it where I want it to, I am going to press down on it and now use my eyebrow razor that they provided me with and cut in sections in a jagged motion right next to the hairline to cut off that excess lace. Now that I'm done with that, usually when I do place my hairline in front of the glue, I have some excess lace that I need to tack down. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm using 2 layers of the glue, and I'm just going to go ahead and go in between the lace of the ones that I didn't get to tack down yet with the glue, and then do my 2 layers and then press it down. And this just helps me be a lot more exact and precise with where my hairline is going to be at and how to glue it down. And it's just a neater process overall. Although it is a bit tedious, but I definitely do enjoy doing it this way. Now onto the melting process. I am using my Spritz Mega Hold spray, and I'm using my finger just to tap it in. You don't want to spray it directly onto your skin because you might cause yourself to burn yourself, and that's not a go at all. So I'm just using my finger just to press that in, and then I'm using the Ashimary melt band to go ahead and melt my lace and let that sit for about 20 minutes. And I took it off, and now I'm going back in with the lace tint just to tint it a bit darker. And this is how the lace is looking. Now I did want to do just like a small baby hair just because I wanted to be a little bit extra. So I am going to go ahead and use my nail scissors just to cut my baby hair. I did cut it about 2 inches long, and then I'm using my Nairobi setting lotion with the baby hair comb they provided, and I am just going to go ahead and just swoop it into the hairline. And it's just a very calm baby hair. It's not a dramatic baby hair. I just personally just wanted the baby hair, especially because it was a side part, so I was like, might as well. And overall, these are the finished results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you have not. Go ahead and click that bell and get notified of when I drop my videos, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Later.